One man, one neighbor, one war fought with bamboo, and the HOA never saw it coming. I thought moving to the suburbs would finally bring me peace. After years in a cramped city apartment, I bought a cozy house on the edge of Willow Creek Estates. Fresh paint, green lawn, open sky, freedom never smelled so good. That first weekend, I fired up the grill. Murphy, my golden retriever, rolled in the grass. I cracked open a cold beer and thought, yeah, this is what life's supposed to feel like. And then I heard her. "Excuse me, is that charcoal?" I turned to see my new neighbor, Linda Baxter, standing on her patio like she owned the block. White dress, blonde hair, sharp smile. She looked like she'd melt if a speck of dirt touched her. "Charcoal grill," I said. She frowned. "The smoke might hurt my hydrangeas." That's when I realized peace wouldn't come easy. From that day, she was everywhere. "You should mow diagonally. Your trash can is too close to the curb. Your porch light's too bright for the cul-de-sac." At first, I laughed it off, but when she scolded my dog for digging a tiny hole, I snapped. "Ma'am," I said, "you can talk about my grass, but not my dog." That night, I opened the HOA handbook, the one the realtor called a light read. I wanted a 6-foot privacy fence just to breathe. But of course, the rules said 4 feet max. 4 feet? That's not privacy, that's decoration. I sent in a request anyway. 2 weeks later, denied. No explanation, just a signature from Harold Turner, HOA president. At the next meeting, I made my case. "I just want privacy," I said. Harold smiled and said, "Tall fences divide communities." Perfect! That's exactly what I need. That night, I went online, reading stories about HOA horror shows. Then I found a guy who beat the system. No fences allowed? Fine. He planted one. A living wall. That's when it hit me. They couldn't stop plants. The next day, I called a landscaper named Gus. Rough, tan, and hilarious. "What are we hiding from?" he asked. "Judgment," I said. We planted rows of golden bamboo along the property line. Linda watched from her window like I was building a nuclear site. At first, it looked harmless, just a few green stalks swaying in the breeze. But within weeks, the bamboo exploded upward. 5 feet, 7, 10. Soon, I couldn't even see Linda's house. For the first time since I moved in, peace. Of course, she didn't stay quiet for long. First, she said the bamboo was blocking sunlight. Then, she claimed it attracted bugs. Finally, she told the HOA it made emotional shadows. Each time, I replied politely, with facts and bylaws. And each time, silence. One evening, I was grilling again when police sirens stopped in front of my house. Linda stood outside, waving like she was directing traffic. The officer walked to the backyard, stared at my bamboo, sighed and said, "Ma'am, it's a hedge." She shouted back, "It's taunting me!" He just shook his head. "Please, stop calling the police about vegetation." Then came the emergency HOA meeting. Topic: horticultural harmony. Linda showed photos, claiming the bamboo caused stress to her dog. When it was my turn, I just smiled. "No rules against plant height," I said. For a moment, the room was silent. Then neighbors started speaking up. Turns out, everyone hated the HOA's nonsense. It wasn't just my fight anymore. Harold didn't take it well. Suddenly, I was fined for everything: my grass, my trash cans, even my mailbox. They wanted me to quit. But then Mrs. Green, my 70-year-old neighbor, came over. I used to be on the board, she whispered. They broke their own rules. Let's bury them with paperwork. And we did. While we fought the fines, my bamboo kept growing. 10 feet, 15, 20. Soon people stopped by to take pictures. Someone even wrote a blog post, The Great Wall of Willow Creek. The best part? Linda hated every second of it. Then came a letter, this time from a law firm. They claimed my bamboo violated county sightline laws. I panicked until Mrs. Green checked the records. She's bluffing, she said. And she found something better. Harold's deck was illegal. Next meeting, I simply said, "Oh, by the way, Harold, your deck is 2 feet into restricted land." Game over. Now the bamboo stands 20 feet tall, thick, green, peaceful. Murphy naps in its shade while I grill on weekends. Sometimes I still hear Linda through the leaves, mumbling about the wind. I raise my beer, smile, and whisper, "They say good fences make good neighbors, but a bamboo wall, that makes them quiet."